I am making you a completely custom world, and I invite you to come and play your Minecraft survival game right here. And it is high time that I added to it and gave you a brand new world download in both Bedrock and Java edition. So let's get on with it. This is Avouria, and I built it for you. Welcome back to another Avouria episode, and yes, I know it has been a really long while, but I thought it was time to rectify that, get some more building done and give you a brand new world download. And I'll let you know how to get your hands on it a little bit later on in the video. In previous videos, I've built up this island and I've gone a little bit further afield as well, including this fully working adventure dungeon in the style of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And I genuinely challenge you to complete this. Plus a fortress garrison, a villager trading hall disguised as a fort, and a hilltop castle with some insane terraforming. But we're not going to go too far afield today because I'm going to build just on the other side of the lagoon, right here on this almost island. But I'm going to need to fiddle around with it because it's not quite the right shape yet, and I want it to be an actual island, not just an almost island. So it's time to start editing. If you want to get hold of this world, everything you need to know is on Avomance.com. That is Avomance.com. This world download is available to my Redstone patrons and above, and you are welcome to come get it in Java or Bedrock. Plus, you'll also get the flat world with all of the schematics on it, plus all of these schematic files too. So the first thing I need to do is just trim off a little bit of this sand all the way around. It's just the wrong shape. I need it to be a little bit more teardrop for the thing that I'm going for. And this could take a little bit of time because I'm deliberately using a really small brush. I don't want to take out too much, otherwise that will look awful. And I'm going to have to replace this water as well. Otherwise it's going to look completely mad. I'm literally taking out almost block by block. It'd be almost quicker just to mine it out with a spade. That is a little bit more like what I had in mind. But now what I need to do is kind of clear off the iron, which means getting rid of the tree. We don't need it, and build it up ever so slightly because I want it on just a slight hill. It's going to be slopey with something on top of the slope. Is that all of the wood? Yeah, I think that's all the wood. So that will rot away. And then what I can do now is I can just place myself some sand and create the hill that I'm looking for. I've only got a 2 radius sphere to play with here because I don't want it to be too big. If I make it too big, it's going to look crazy. I want it to be just a slight hill. Thing is, a little hill is still an awful lot of small spheres. Then we can use a cylinder brush to just take out a load of the lumps. And then a smoothing brush to make it look a little bit more natural. This is the bit that really makes all the difference, and take as much time as you can over this bit. So that is kind of what I'm going for. It goes up quite a long way and kind of got this winding entrance, or what will be an entrance there. And as we go around the back, it's kind of a little bit more steep. But I do need to convert all that sand now into dirt. So put position 1 on there, come up over here, and position 2 kind of in the opposite corner over here, so //pos 2, and then I'm going to be changing it into dirt. So replace sand, dirt, and bang, that all turns into dirt, and eventually the grass that we've got here will creep up over the top and give me an entirely grassy hill. So whilst that grass is growing, I'm going to start thinking about bringing the front of this island, the bit that's facing across to the island there. And just to give you a feel of what my inspiration is, this is the church on Bled Lake in Slovenia, and that is the kind of thing that I'm going for. Not exactly, but that kind of thing. So I'm going to use this point here as the beginning of my dock, and I'm just going to use some slabs. I think it's not going to be very big because I have got a boat quite close, and actually the gap isn't so big, so I don't want to have too much coming out, but I think probably that is going to be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 is plenty. Then underneath the water we're going to bring in some of these spruce logs like that to show kind of wet wood on top there, and also there. And then on top of that I'm going to place oak, and what that looks like, you can see it looks like the water has made the oak wet on those logs that are under the water, and it's dry on top. Obviously I had to straighten those two out. I stuck some buttons on it, and now I'm going to do a path up to the top. I'm pretty happy how this has gone now. We go straight up and then go around the corner and a little bit straight again, almost kind of sigmoidal in the shape. I need to sort out what's going to go up on top here, but this is a good start. And the view behind me is just brilliant. Look at that. Love it. I think what I'm going to do is the bigger buildings, the primary ones, I'm going to stick towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, it's probably right. And then I'll come across 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and kind of build up from there. And I'll do a gradual palette. That white colour in the picture you saw a moment ago is going to kind of be brought through with this calcite and also with the pale oak, both stripped and planks as well. So let's start building this up. Most of what we need to do on that now. Most of the details there, not all of it. We'll add a little bit in once we've done the rest, but I now need to put a few extra buildings. Let's do that. So I think we're there for the structure. Let me just show you. Coming in from the docks, we go up the stairs. There's some supporting walls and some small buildings just starting us off. Then the buildings get a little bit bigger. We've got this roadway that goes all the way into the island. These little buildings still, this is the second biggest building. We've got like a little market type area there. We've got the obligatory fountain, another little building tucked away, and the church. And this all looks great and everything, but the problem I've got with it is that we've not got anything green. We need to really sort out the greenery. We really need some trees, we need bushes, we need decoration. But if you fancy getting this, remember avomance.com is your friend. Go on there, Redstone Patrons above, get this for free in Bedrock and in Java. And if that's the case, I need to finish it off for you. So let's get some bushes and trees, and goodness only knows what else in here. This calls for a time lapse, I reckon. So sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and let's get building. I'm going to be honest, I'm super pleased with how this has turned out. Let me give you a little tour of the actual island itself, and then we'll have a bit of a mooch around the outside. So up and down these stairs, we've got some fishermen villages here. If you want to do some trading with fishermen, you can do that there. But up here, we've got our first house. Everything's lit up because zombies would end our trip real quick. We've got a cartographer there if you want to trade with him. And we've got a little map of the place as well, which is quite nice. You could expand that, actually. You can make that 9, 3 by 3. That'd be quite good. I hadn't even thought of that. I'll leave that to you. Inside here, we have got our mason to be able to do more trading. This is our little diagonal house. Again, I've made it super simple. I've not gone for much inside these houses because, to be honest with you, you might want to do it yourself. Or you might just want to leave it as it is. More fishermen, cause let's face it, fishermen get everywhere, don't they? No matter where you place a barrel, you're getting a fisherman. Inside there, we've got our butcher. Inside over here, we have got our librarians. In fact, did I put 3 or 4? I can't remember. There's one. Let me in. I put in 4. So there's 4 librarians with different stuff. You can obviously respin these should you wish to if you don't like the trades they've got. I've not done too much respinning. There was a cursor binding in there and nobody needs that in their life. Carrying on through, we've obviously got our little market stall there with more trades, and coming on this side we've got another house. Another house with another. I put 2 butchers. I put 2 butchers. Obviously you like meat, and I've got a grindstone there so as we can talk with our weaponsmith. And then moving in to our church, which I gave a little bit more detail to because it's a church. And we've obviously got our cleric that you can do trades with as well. And it's also got a brewing stand, right? Because you might want to make potions with it. There is a chain that goes all the way from the bottom right up to the top where you'll find a bell in the tower. And the island itself is looking really nice. Lots of green, lots of rock, really natural. And it is an island all of its own. I'm going to put this Java World download, plus I'm going to convert it to a Bedrock MC World download as well, so you can play that. And give the flat schematic world in both versions, plus all the schematics too for Java. What more do you want? Go to avomance.com to find out how to become a Redstone Patron or above, and this will be yours. I really enjoyed doing Avouria. It's been way too long. Whether you are downloading the world or not, let me know in the comments. Is Avouria something you like to see? Shall I carry on with this? You guys are going to be the ones that decide. I've got to be honest. It's not me. You lot drive this thing. So please do let me know. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you're not done already, hit the sub button so you don't miss anything else moving forwards. And I'll look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.